see. Usually I have Amy in the back giving instructions, so if you need to, Julie, will you follow along? Okay, so Julie's done the basic training with me before, so just try to stick with me, and then Amy will be in the back helping and assisting if you have any trouble seeing me while you're upside down. There'll be some people in the back demoing. So with straight arms, we're going to come into a forward fold. Now you're going to keep tension on the swing and your feet in the center of the mat. See if you can come on down. So again, this is going to feel really different than your normal forward fold because we're not bending at the waist, we're bending at the hip flexors. Okay, so feet in the center of the mat, hip distance. There you go. Put your hands on your lower back and just pull straight down towards your head. So lower back, pull down towards your head. Okay, just let your body gently rock from side to side. So the hip flexors, like I said, tend to be tight. See if you can soften. And just keep tractioning down the body. We're going to take 5 more deep breaths here. The more that you can relax, the deeper the stretch. So we're just going to let ourselves fold. You can always soften in the knees if you feel like it is too tight. So go ahead and let your hands slide towards your head. Let it be nice and easy. So you have to lean all the way into it. So lean forward, lean forward, lean forward. Okay, that's the stretch. Oh, okay. So relax your arms. Do not straighten them. Bend your elbows. Yes. So if you're beautiful, if you're in the right place, your head will be close to the ground. This is not your typical forward fold, right? So we're retraining the body for the sit bones to lift towards the sky. And then so if you can clasp your hands behind your neck and pull straight down, that also feels really good, right? So we're not trying to take our head off. We're actually pulling straight down towards the ground in a really gentle stretch. So we want about 1 millimeter of space in between the vertebrae. I'm going to just help you go a little bit deeper. So it's usually, I'm not going to go too far, don't worry. So it's usually the hamstrings that are the culprits, right, that are creating tension in the body. You're like, This will really help retrain the sit bones to lift towards the sky. Okay. So for you guys who want to practice assisting, that looks great. So you can just have one hand on the sacrum and you're just helping to lift the sit bones towards the sky. Okay? Really easy. So we don't ever want to push so much that they tense back against us. But we do want to take some of that rounding out of the back. Yes. So head straight down towards the ground. So that would be about here. Yeah. Beautiful, guys. Okay, so after getting a nice big hamstring stretch, we're going to reach back for our ankles and then pull our chest towards our knees, right? So keep the head in line with the body. Try to arch and open here. Keep leaning forward. So Lisa, you've dropped into your heels. You need to lean all the way forward. All the way forward. Lean forward, lean forward, lean forward. All the way. There we go. Good. It's like instead of bending at the waist, we're retraining the posture. All right, release the ankles, stretch it out. Bring your hands all the way forward into a down dog. You can walk your feet back about halfway. So not to the back of the mat, but about halfway. So hip distance with the feet, stretch out, it's a down dog, right? So I want you to help her, Amy, lean forward into it. So she has to come all the way forward, right? She's in a traditional down dog, so there has to be tension on the swing.
Yeah.
So hands walk forward. No.
Oh, hands forward.
Hands walk forward, all the way, all the way. Stretch it out, keep going, keep going. Yeah, so we're actually pushing our balls of the feet into the ground and then energetically pulling the heels down, but we're doing the way forward. That looks great, Wes. So straight arms like your life depends on it, but we can lift our hands out to the sides. Just try it. If you're in our flying dog, I know, trust, right? Lift your arms out to the sides. Yay! There we go. See, we can float and fly. So fun. Okay, great. Now bring your hands back down, press your palms into the ground. Even though all of your weight is supported, we're going to keep that nice long length like a V shape in the body. And then I just want you to practice swaying from side to side, happy dog, right? So wagging our tail. swing is pulling our sit bones up towards the sky like our favorite assistant, and then we're energetically grounding down through the heels. So don't forget that nice long line through the back body, okay? So we're gonna inhale, pull forward for a cat's meow, arch and open. It's like a down dog and a cat-cow got together. And then exhale, press back and round in and make a U shape in your body. Look towards your navel, even more, round in, like a cat. More, round in, round in, round in. And then inhale, arch and open. Beautiful, guys. Exhale, go ahead and round in, look towards your navel. Squeeze your belly up and in. And then arch and open, inhale. Exhale, round in. So just undulate the spine a couple times. We're doing some yoga translations for the down dog. Inhale, lift and open the chest. Stay here and then find your left leg raising towards the sky. So once you're here, create a nice long line of energy through the belly. And then exhale, pull the knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Your leg is going to come slightly out to the side to fit with our neighbors, right? So Lisa, slightly out to the side. Yeah, straight leg, arch and open. Arch, there you go. And then exhale, go ahead and pull the knee to nose. Great, guys. Inhale and lift. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lift. And then this time, bend the knee. So if you bend the knee, you can kick the outer leg loop. So instead of hooking on the inside, kick the leg loop out of the way and hook the outside. Other side, wow. There we go. Keep a nice long line of energy. Pull forward. Stretch the belly, and then exhale, press your chest towards your standing leg, a big hamstring stretch, or one-legged dog. So we keep that right foot grounded, and then we inhale and open. We're going to go a little bit deeper this time, straighten the left leg towards the sky, and then, if you can, press your chest towards your standing leg for standing splits. Ooh la la. It's a big stretch, so only go as far as it feels good. Remember, you're on the ball of the foot, not the heel. And then if you can, bend the elbows and hang. So gravity is going to do all the work for you. Yeah, keep your foot grounded. Don't float away. I know it's tempting. So standing splits, right? Nice, guys. Now take a couple breaths here. This is a really big stretch, but I bet you don't go this far in standing splits without the swing, right? It'll be almost impossible. So where can you relax? Where you're engaged through the leg, right? But can you soften in the hip flexors? Where can you relax? Beautiful. Forearms are down. You guys look amazing. And then when you're ready, come back onto your hands. Walk it forward slightly and slowly bend the left knee. Foot comes down to the ground. Happy dog, wag your tail. Shake it out. Shake out your hair. Shake out your thoughts. About the standing splits, let it go. Moving on to the next pose. Inhale, pull forward, arch and open, bring the right leg up. And then exhale, pull the knee to the nose, round in. Inhale, lift, the leg comes slightly out to the side, right? So we're hitting the swing, and then exhale, knee to nose. So this is our cat's meow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Last one, inhale, lift, stay here. Nice and long, just kick the leg loop. So that's the outside of the swing. If you kick the leg loop, you're on the outside. And then you're going to karate chop the foot up there, hook the toes, keep the knee bent a lot so your foot pulls down towards your bum for the first one. Bend your knee a lot, foot is close to your bum. All the way down, there you go. Now you're going to, with straight arms, press your chest towards the standing leg for the one-legged dog. It's going to be intense on the back of the left hamstring. Straight arms if you can for this one. So we're not doing the splits yet. You guys are excited. We're floating away already. So go ahead and see if you can get the body ready for splits. So walk your foot forward a little bit more. Suan, just walk forward a little bit more. Forward is towards me. There you go. And then lean forward into it so your heel's up. So lean forward. Yes. Fingers point towards me. Yep. Make sure the shoulders are happy. And then what we're going to do is inhale, pull forward, straighten the right leg towards the sky. Just keep the foot hooked, it slides up. If all went well, that's why we wanted to hook outside in. Now we can come into standing splits. Go ahead and bend your elbows and start to drop down. Don't float away. Keep your foot on the ground. Nice. And if all went well, our head is super close to the ground. Our right foot is towards the sky. We're on the ball of the foot, but we're energetically grounding down through the left heel. And then we relax. Where can you relax in the pose? Where can you soften? Soften the hip flexors, soften the mind. Nice deep breaths. Doesn't it feel good to go this deep in standing splits? It's pretty amazing. Take your time with the pose. If anybody feels like floating and flying, you can bring your arms out to the sides. It's a more advanced pose. You have to stay grounded for that part. Nothing changes except your arms go wide. Yep, finding the balance. Beautiful, guys. Anybody want to clasp your hands behind your back and pull straight down towards the earth? Overhead. Yep, you have to find that perfect pivot point. Beautiful, guys. Slowly release your spring-loaded. Bring your hands back down to the ground. Walk them forward. Bend the right knee very gently. We let it land in our happy dog, right? So happy dog is wagging your tail. Create some figure eight, some loop-de-loops, whatever feels good. Just like to shake it out. You may need to do any tiny little adjustments with the swing to get it into the sweet spot. There is a sweet spot. Okay? Lots more room to play in the down dog than the normal poses. So just enjoy that exploration. Also notice that you're getting a free rolfing session on your hip flexors, which is very intense with the loop-de-loops and all that. So take it easy if they're feeling sensitive and sore. Okay? Drop down onto your elbows, walk your feet to the back of the mat, and then let yourself float. Finally, we get the float here. Right? This is called a floating leaf or folded leaf, and we're just going to let our forearms push into the earth and our feet float. Okay? Head relaxed, completely relaxed. If you want, you can actually bend the knees. Bend the knees, then when we have plenty of space for one another. So knees together, feet together. Okay? And then all of a sudden our head lands on the ground and we can create a tripod. And now we're in our headstand. So this is a really gentle way to experience our headstand. Interlace the fingers, elbows right underneath the shoulders. Okay? Very good. Close your eyes and give yourself 5 deep breaths of just floating and lengthening the spine. This is another way to traction the spine out of the pelvis. You can gently pull your knees down into your chest to lift your head, and you can gently let your knees rise no higher than the hips to get your head on the ground. So just play with that pivot point of leveraging how much weight is in the upper body. Beautiful, guys. One more deep breath here. Now we're going to leave everything as is. See if you can hook the feet. Okay, so outside in, keep the knees bent. Yeah, hook both feet this time. Great job. Pull the knees down towards the earth. There you go. Nice, Wes. Okay, so we're going to press back. So first just press back. So press your chest to the back mirrors. Arms can stay as they are. Beautiful. Really nice. And then from here, bring your hands down to the ground. Hands down. So this is like a cobra pose. I call this cobra. Okay? Version. If you want to straighten the arms, I call this upside down dog. So just try it. Straighten your arms and press straight back. You're in an upside down dog. Keep your knees bending. You have to pull her knees down towards the earth. Her feet are floating away. Knees stay tucked in, feet stay tucked in really tight towards the bum so you don't fall out. Very important. Okay, go ahead and pull forward for an up dog. So arch and look forward, open up the belly. Exhale, press back for an upside down dog. Let's do that a couple times. Beautiful. Inhale, pull forward. Arch and open. Exhale, press back. Upside down dog. Keep the arms straight the whole time. If you can, pull forward, shoulders directly over the wrists. Open the chest. Exhale, straight arms, press the chest down towards the earth. For this time, we're going to inhale, pull forward. When we get our shoulders right over the wrists, we're going to hook our feet strongly, start to pull our hips up towards the sky. So we're tucking, thank you, Bob, perfect, we're tucking into a handstand. Okay? When you're ready, go ahead and press back into upside down dog. We're going to do that a couple times. Press back, straight arms if you can. And then inhale, pull forward for up dog. Exhale, tuck, and come into a handstand. A little tucked handstand, right? Beautiful. Hips are right over the shoulders. That's great. Go ahead and press back into the upside down dog. Last time. You guys are doing such a good job. Inhale, pull forward, up dog. Exhale, tuck, upside down. Up. Exhale, tuck for handstand balance. Tuck, tuck, tuck. There you go. You got it. Such a great way to practice handstands, right? Okay, so slowly release back into the upside down dog. Then you can bring one foot down at a time. Stretch out in our traditional dog, feet on the ground, one at a time. There you go. Nice slow transitions. And then wag the tail again. Whew. So that's how we can turn our dog and our frown upside down. This is by hooking our feet, right? Much more weight in the upper body then. And then we're going to walk forward. So you can keep tension on the swing the whole time. Okay, we're going to walk our hands forward, walk our feet forward. If all goes well, we'll come up through angel wings. It's okay to hold on to the swing to come on out as well. Beautiful angels. Good job. Now just notice the difference in your hips, right? This whole band of energy is like throbbing and pulsating and opened up in a new way. So really dig deep into the hip flexors. And that's one way to start to release the tension and the buildup in the lymphatic system for that area.